and Sandy, Mill Creek and City Creek, Kaysville and Logan. Shopping local is easy and fun. The Red Balloon Toy Store, where imagination takes flight.
Well, a little bit of an update here. Things back up on Monday. Mangione's attorneys get critical pieces of evidence thrown out of this case, claiming that police illegally searched his backpack when he was arrested at that McDonald's in Pennsylvania.
Russian President Vladimir Putin is in India, meeting with the president at this moment. He says he's ready to supply uninterrupted fuel to the country despite U.S. sanctions on Russian oil companies. India is going to build a few submarines, apparently, too, with some Russian help. This all comes as Ukraine is still pushing for peace, with President Trump signaling this week were positive. But Putin is now threatening to take Donbass by force if Ukrainian troops do not withdraw. Ukrainian President Zelensky, for his part, has repeatedly said that he will not give up any territory. It's going to be a topic this weekend in California here. As President Trump touts his push for peace, there's a new Reagan Defense survey showing a majority of Americans support the U.S. being more engaged on the world stage. 64%, strong number there on the survey released this week. The president and CEO of the Reagan Library is David Trulio, and security correspondent Jennifer Griffin. Joining us here in Simi Valley. Great to see you guys.
Great to see you, Bill.
Another year, and it's so interesting to see how the world changes in 12 months. Last night, the White House released its report on the national security strategy. What did you find significant?
Well, it's very significant, Bill. This is the premier document that will drive basically all of the defense decisions that we'll be talking about here today. What's different, this is really what is being called a Trump corollary to the Monroe Doctrine, going back to James Monroe of 1823, which really focuses more on the Western Hemisphere and malign influence in the Western Hemisphere and potential adversaries about sort of operating in the Western Hemisphere. That is a big shift from past national security strategies, including from the first Trump term, which focused on power competition, on the pivot to Asia, on Beijing and Moscow. The focus is on the Caribbean, Latin America, and there is mention of China, not of Beijing. It lowers the temperature and tone, I think, in terms of China. It says we will certainly keep the status quo in Taiwan. Very little mention of the Middle East. Says that ending the war in Ukraine and preventing it from spreading to Europe is in the country's national interest, but very soft Russia and Putin.
Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War, is expected here on Saturday. Lucas Tomlinson is going to do the interview, and we'll see what sort of news he makes as well. David, how do you react to this report?
Look, this is a super consequential time for the country. The threat environment is very complex and dynamic. Our Reagan Institute survey shows that Americans support and engaged U.S. In the context of peace through strength. As Jen points out, the focus on the Western Hemisphere is important. We see drugs and migration as being key issues the administration has dealt with. So it makes sense. Also, the national security strategy talks about reindustrialization. That's a major priority for the administration, and it'll be a major topic here at the Defense Forum.
We've been coming out here for I think the numbers that came out in your survey are higher than I can remember, actually. Look at this one here. More likely to achieve peace when the U.S. has the strongest military. 71% of Americans you surveyed agree with that, David. What does that suggest?
Look, despite a lot of talk about division, which you'd especially pick up if you're listening to the mainstream or establishment media, Americans broadly believe that the most fundamental role of government is to protect them, and they want a strong military and a strong security to ensure they're safe.
Jan, here's another one. Which country do you see as the greatest threat to the U.S.? I think you would guess China. I think the number for Russia is higher than many people would think. You're at 48% for China, 26% for Russia.
I think what was significant was seeing how many countries wanted the U.S. to show leadership and remain engaged in the world. It came down to 79%. So of that first statistic you gave, MAGA Republicans still want the U.S. engaged in the world. The other interesting stat was in terms of support for Ukraine. a majority of Americans want to send weapons to Ukraine, including 65% who want to send Tomahawks to Kyiv.
Okay, so we'll see how that goes out of the strategy there. You mentioned Venezuela and the focus on the Western Hemisphere. Here we go. Military force against suspected drug traffickers. More than 60% of Americans approve of that. At 62%, you're just shy of two-thirds. What's that tell you, David?
It tells me that the American people understand how devastating the drug epidemic has been, and they're crying out for action, right? So this is a huge issue. When you look at the number of people who die in this country every year as a result of drugs, it's multiple 9/11s every year. So that's devastating communities across this country, and it's not surprising, therefore, that there's support for vigorous action.
Well, I think it's important to point out, though, that the poll was done before this controversial strike that has gotten so much attention on Capitol Hill.
Yeah, we'll see how that changes, too. Jen, we'll be with you all weekend. David, thanks for being a great host. Okay?
Means a lot that you're here. Thank you.
I love the setting yet again. Okay, thank you both.
All right, Bill. President Trump's immigration agenda scoring another win now. The latest numbers on the record calm at the border next. Plus, making ends meet $100 million. Former NFL star Odell Beckham Jr. sparking outrage. Saying it ain't easy.
If you're a veteran, own a home, and need cash, here's good news. Your service has earned you the right to apply for a home loan that's VA guaranteed. And the New Day 100 VA cash out loan lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value. With a conventional loan, you can only borrow 80%. New Day veterans are taking out an average of $81,000.
That's me.
By tapping into the value you've built up in your home, you can pay off your car loan and credit cards and lower your payments hundreds of dollars a month, thousands a year.
With automatic authority when banks say no.
Call now, 1-888-928-2089.
Hi, my name is Damian Clark. And if you have both Medicare and Medicaid, I have some really encouraging news that you'll definitely want to hear. Depending on the plans available in your area, the Medicare Advantage Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. These plans have a $0 monthly plan premium. Most plans include the Humana Healthy Options Allowance. Get over $1,000 a year. That's $85 a month to help pay for covered over-the-counter items like vitamins, pain relievers, first aid supplies, and more. The Healthy Options Allowance is loaded onto a prepaid card each month, and whatever you don't spend carries over from each month. Call today to learn about all the items covered. You could have $0 copays on hundreds of prescriptions all year long, including select brand name drugs. All plans have $0 copays for covered preventive dental services, which include 2 free cleanings a year, as well as coverage towards fillings. They also have vision coverage, early allowance towards eyewear, such as lenses or contacts, and hearing coverage, and coverage towards hearing aids. Plus, your doctor, hospital, and pharmacy may already be part of our large Humana networks. So call the number on your screen now to speak with a licensed Humana sales agent. Love benefits like a monthly allowance to help pay for covered over-the-counter items. So if you have Medicare or Medicaid, call the number on your screen now and speak with a licensed Humana sales agent. If you're eligible, they can even enroll you over the phone in a Humana Medicare Advantage Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. And remember, annual enrollment ends on December 7th. So call now. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
I wish I could just watch live for a great price.
Choosing customized or pause and watch for free. Base package required.
No way this all fits.
Watch me.
Oh, we're watching, Gary. They're right. We need WeatherTech.
I thought they only make floor liners.
Really, Gary? Who do you think made the seat protector, side window deflectors, no-drill mud flaps?
And the cup foam.
And I just ordered WeatherTech's newest products.
Hitch basket makes for easy heavy and bulky gear. And increased storage capacity with a roof basket up top. WeatherTech for the win. Buy American at WT.com.
Hey.
From creating memories to finding the perfect gift, Steel can help make the holidays even easier. Check off more of your wish list when you get an extra battery with Steel battery sets. Happy holidays from Steel.
Shimmering, that's the golden lady.
Dog, our fresh food plans give dogs good health and great hair.
Hold on to every memory this time of year. Because the greatest measure of the season is how it makes you feel. The December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models.
Donald J. Trump, and it's Trump time. Check out this red beauty. It's one of my new watches. Wear it proudly on your wrist. Know exactly what it represents. It's really going to be something special. It's your favorite president. Get your watch today at gettrumpwatches.com. These make a great gift. It's Trump time.
Okay, how about this? Getting by on a contract worth $100 million. Money that you and I probably will never see. Former Super Bowl champ Odell Beckham Jr. sparking a ton of criticism after saying that living off that six-figure windfall is a struggle. Let's bring in our panel, Fox News contributor Tyrus and former NFL sideline reporter. Good to have you both. I want to play this soundbite for everybody at home so they can just hear it along with us. Watch.
You give somebody a 5-year, $100 million contract, right? What is it really? It's 5 years. 60. We're getting taxed. Do the math. That's 12 a year, that you have to spend, use, save, invest. And you always hear the people who ain't us and ain't been in the position like, we weren't taught about no financial literacy and all the way we weren't talk about it all the time. We weren't taught this skill.
Okay, well, people didn't like that. Huge response, backlash. And this is what Odell Beckham Jr. said on X. You can't say nothing in this world nowadays. Tyrus?
Yeah, well, he makes a great point, and he's right. I talked about with a lot of people don't understand, and he's 100% right. You get a large sum of money, and all at once. The biggest thing you have to do is pay someone to watch your money. Like, the more money you have, the more hands in your pocket. People don't understand how fast it can go if you're not prepared, if you don't understand investment, if you don't understand how taxation works, if you don't understand the long game. So he's 100% right, and yeah, a lot of people won't understand it, but it's not just $100 million. It's something do this. The more money you make, the more money that goes out, the more people's their hands in it, and it can go really fast if you're not prepared. He's 1,000% right.
Yeah. I mean, it's the lifestyle, right? Mike Epps said it's the lifestyle. If you don't watch it, it's gone.
Absolutely, but a couple things. The NFL requires its rookies to participate in rookie seminars that teach about financial literacy, about smart decisions, because this is a story as old as time. How many players have come to the NFL over the course of years, had windfalls fall into their laps, and have ended up being broke? There are ways to learn. I am all about it. I think start in kindergarten. Start financial literacy. Make financial literacy required through high school. Make it part of a graduation requirement. But to just say that he didn't know better, no, it is tough. Right out of college, I worked for the California Lottery for public relations, and we saw all these lottery winners that just blew their money. It is easy to do, but you got to take some responsibility.
It also just kind of felt out of touch. I mean, just like slow down a bit for a second.
The great Michelle is 1,000% right, but again, a lot of people won't understand this. I'm telling you, I made a ton of money in the WWE. It goes quick if you're not, and it is a problem that we don't learn more about economics. growing up, that we don't understand the stock market.
Quickly here, LeBron, 40 years old. That 40 years old, saw his 1,297 game streak of scoring at least 10 points snap Thursday night, tallying just 8 points against the Lakers. Quick thought on that, Tyrus.
Yes, that's what you get for being a Laker. Couldn't be happier. Glad it's over, LeBron. Father Time's in the house, and he's dunking on you. Celtics for life.
Michelle, take us home.
Almost things must come to an end. It had to at some point, and now we're
197 game streak. Holy cow. All right.
Bye,
Thank
Street.
you. Have a great weekend, you guys.
You too, Aisha.
Bill?
Well, that was fun. Good stuff here. Aisha, I want to show you something right now that we're going to try and do. This is the Boeing 707, now retired, that carried Ronald Reagan around the world. Pop it in here. It's amazing how things change. I'll dip into the cockpit. It's cozy. It's not the type of plane you would expect to see today, but nonetheless, this plane is absolute history. The communications area up here in the front. This is where Ronald Reagan would sit. In the back, you've got a bed and a bathroom, and you think about the history on board here, flying to Reykjavik to meet with Gorbachev, flying to Switzerland to try and break the Cold War stalemate there. It's so significant. This is a conference room area here. Ronald Reagan, all 8 years, flew on this plane. Okay, in addition to Reagan, 6 other presidents, 1972 with Nixon. Then you got into Gerald Ford, and then it was Carter, of course, Reagan, George Bush, 41. This is where the staff would sit, by the way. And Aisha, this is, with your new assignment at the White House, this is where you would sit here, okay? Because this is where the media and the reporters would, it's cozy, okay? Just so you know. I mean, there's not a lot of leg room here, but this is where the media would be. But you think about, George Bush, 43. In 2001, 707. And since then, it has been given as a gift here to the library. It is the centerpiece, and it shows you American power, soft power in many ways, about what Air Force One means to not just America, but to the world when they see a plane, an aircraft like this. So it's a major piece of American history, and it represents the age of Ronald Reagan trying to bring the Cold War to an end, trying to break the grip of communism throughout Eastern Europe. And in the end, America was successful at doing just that. So here we are and what it was.
What a beautiful moment. Wow, thank you for that history lesson, Bill Hemmer. Didn't know you were a historian. Thank you. Can't wait to get on Air Force One.
See you in a minute.
A CDC panel is meeting right now, Bill, holding a big vote on vaccines. We're going to bring you the latest recommendations that you need to know for your family. Plus, concerns are growing over possible fraud schemes happening in California. Could it be as bad as the social services scandal handled by Governor Walz? We're going to ask Steve Hilton next.
Believe me, when it comes to investing, you'll love Carl's Way. Take a left here, please.
But there's a...
Carl's Way is the best way.
Is it? At Schwab, how I choose to invest is up to me.
Exactly. I can invest and trade on my own.
Yes, and I let them manage some investments for me, too.
Let's move on, shall we? No can do.
I'll get out here.
Where are you going?
Schwab.
Schwab, a modern approach to wealth management.
If you're on Medicare, remember, the annual enrollment period is here. The time to choose your coverage begins October 15th and ends healthcare, and get coverage you can count on every step of the way with our wide range of plans, including an AARP Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. It can combine your hospital and doctor coverage with Part D prescription drug coverage and more, all in one simple plan for a $0 or low monthly premium. United Healthcare offers comprehensive and affordable plans with $0 annual physical exams, $0 lab tests, and $0 preventive studies. And you'll get the extra benefits you want with $0 on preventive dental, a $0 eye exam, Plus, $0 copays on hundreds of prescriptions with a Medicare prescription drug plan. United Healthcare is here for you with support every step of the way. So give us a call to learn more about coverage options in your area, all designed to fit your needs and budget. And to help make your Medicare experience simpler, you'll get an exclusive U-Card. Only from United Healthcare, the U-Card is your member ID and much more. Show your U-Card when you visit your primary care provider, dentist, or eye doctor, or fill a prescription. It also opens doors to a large network of Medicare Advantage providers. Now, if you have any of these chronic conditions, be sure to ask. Now's the time to learn more about America's most chosen Medicare Advantage brand for two decades. Call or click to connect with United Healthcare today about the only Medicare Advantage plans with the AARP name and get reliable all-in-one coverage every step of the way.
Hey, it's Brittany Aldean here at home. You know, when Jason's on tour, he's always bragging about how he always has cell service, even when I don't. Well, not anymore. I've leveled the playing field because I've made the switch to Patriot Mobile. It was super easy. I did it myself. Now we can always stay connected thanks to a company that shares the values we believe in. Make the switch today to Patriot Mobile and stay connected to what matters most.
From the court to the code, Tristan Thompson on his crossover to AI and crypto.
I've always wanted to do something different than everyone else.
Laura has the exclusive interview Saturday on My View.
I know we've seen like dozens of houses, but I have a good feeling about this one.
No problem. Lots of families are very specific in what they want.
Honestly, I like the other ones, but he's a little harder to please.
Well, you'll notice that in this one, the floors have just been refinished, and wait till you see that kitchen, brand new appliances.
Seems perfect for us. We'll just...
Look, it's the Window World logo. All the windows in this house are Window World windows.
We'll take it.
Hey, Utah, it's time to call Window World.
I'm removing this child from the premises using an emergency protection order.
Oh, that's not good.
Please, coming through.
I can get you out of this mess, both of you, if you come and work for me.
I think you need to talk to somebody, Ashley.
You will always be angry.
Hey.
At the Red Balloon Toy Store, every visit feels like magic. We've got the newest toys, classic favorites, and free gift wrapping too. With several happy locations to shop, South Bend and Sandy, Mill Creek and City Creek, Kaysville and Logan. Shopping local is easy and fun. The Red Balloon Toy Store, where imagination...
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
Away. A second stolen truck then also linked to the attempt, both later in Tacoma. And so nobody's been arrested. Bill?
We already know admitted that it used $50 million towards illegal immigrants, that it was not allowed to. So we're looking at high-speed rail. We're looking at healthcare expenses. We're looking at other conduct by state officials. One thing we have not had in California for a long time is oversight. Because of the super party out here, there's been no oversight. There's been no checks or balances on the power. It's now here.
So there's renewed scrutiny now on the welfare system here in the investigation in Minnesota. Governor Walz's handling of several large-scale fraud cases, talking about $1 billion, maybe more. California gubernatorial candidate Steve is launching a tip line to report fraud cases. He tells the New York Post that whatever we're seeing in Minnesota is 1,000 times worse in California because of many more years of one-party rule by the Democrats. Let's get Steve Hilton to back that up. He joins me now live. And, sir, good morning to you. Good to be back in the States. You still love it here. Times is a lot. Where's that?
Understatement, Bill. Great to be with you.
Hey.
I'm doing a debate this morning up here in San Jose. Look, we've had 15 years of one-party rule. We were the first state to
Hey,
have a
hey.
sanctuary law. Look at the fraud and abuse we already know about.
Hey,
$20
hey.
billion in the pandemic, the employment department sent to people on death row, prisons and jails, and criminal gangs
Hey.
internationally. 24
Hey.
billion, the state auditor says, on homelessness spending that went straight into the pockets of cronies and connected non-profits for the homeless industrial complex. As Bill Asaley was just alluding to there, officially now, $13 billion
Hey.
next year, Gavin
Hey.
Newsom is going to be spending on free healthcare for illegal immigrants. That's $57 billion that we know about. Think about the rest, the massive bloated size of our bureaucracy, nanny state, welfare state here in California. That's why I've launched califraud.com, because in Minnesota we saw for years honest, decent, brave civil servants were trying to blow the whistle on the abuse that was going on there. Tim Walz and the Democrat machine silenced them, harassed them, and tried to cover it all up. We mustn't let that happen here. So I'm calling on every civil servant, every state worker in California who may know of shenanigans that are going on to go to califraud.com, anonymously tell us so that we know what's going on, so that when I'm governor, we can root it out and save taxpayers' money.
Oh, well, we'll see what you come up with on that. There's a couple other topics I want to get to. I've been out here twice in the last couple of weeks. It is a stunning thing for me to drive through the Pacific Palisades and then through Malibu for many, many miles. And so our viewers at home who have not been out here, the destruction from these fires is extensive. And the state's doing its best to try and recover, and it's been a very slow process. Last January, here is Gavin Newsom on NBC and said this about the effort in California. Hey.
We're already organizing a Marshall Plan. We already have a team of looking and reimagining LA 2.0.
Hey.
Sure everyone's included.
Hey.
Folks on the coast, people here that were ravaged by this disaster.
Okay, so after that, President Trump came to California. And yesterday, Gavin Newsom... Hey. Donald Trump looked me in the eye on the tarmac, promising Angelenos that he'd help rebuild after the firestorms. 11 months later, he still hasn't delivered. That's why I'm headed to D.C. to push for a long overdue federal aid package for survivors. Will California get that, Steve?
Hey. I'm sorry, Bill, but the level of lying and gaslighting now from Gavin Newsom is beyond a joke. It is disgusting. It is an insult to everyone who lost anything in the Palisades fire and the Altadena fire. Because look at what he said there. You played the video. He said Gavin Newsom, not Donald Trump, Gavin Newsom would be organizing a Marshall Plan to rebuild LA. I was in the Palisades yesterday afternoon. We went to the first house that they touted as being rebuilt after the fires. Turns out it was permitted before the fires. It's not even a real home. It's a show home. And look at what's actually been happening on the ground in the Palisades. It's actually the president and his team who've done the job. The Army Corps of Engineers cleaning the toxic waste. Lee Zeldin and his team from the EPA. They did their job in record time. The federal government did its part. It's California, the feckless governor, the useless mayor, who've done nothing practically to deliver on the promises they made. That's why we're going to kick them out next year, Bill. We're sick of all this.
I know you won his job. We'll see how that election goes. In the meantime, we'll see what he gets from Washington from this trip to our nation's capital. Milton, thank you for your time. We'll continue to track it. Appreciate you coming on today. You bet.
The head of FIFA is here, and I can report to you that we have sold more tickets than any country anywhere in the world at this stage of the game, and I think we probably broke all records before you even get close.
President Trump about to attend the World Cup drawing at the Kennedy Center, and the event is focused on more than just soccer. Plus, a CDC panel getting a second chance today to roll back vaccine recommendations for newborn babies, the shot they are focused on, and what it could mean for American kids. We'll tell you what they decided next.
Carlo, you're exhausted.
I need to work on my website. I have a calling. There are more miracles to share with the world.
He's a very special kind of boy.
Only you can care for your soul. It's precious.
Hey.
This holiday season, get Fox Nation for only $2.99 a month. Sign up and start.
Hey.
Hi, folks. I'd like to tell you about YRefi. Did you know that as an accredited investor, when you invest in YRefi, the interest rate is fixed? And did you know that you can invest from 1 to 5 years and you can spread your investment over those terms to best suit your needs? And you have the freedom to take your monthly interest income or reinvest it, whatever you choose. When you invest in YRefi, your interest is calculated daily, you're paid monthly, and should you need your money back early, there is a liquidity feature. Would you like more information? All you have to do is call 877-80-INVEST. That's 877-80-INVEST, or log on to investyrrefi.com. That's investyrrefi.com for complete details. And make sure you review the private placement memorandum and scan this QR code to view the disclosure at your leisure. YRefi, investing in America's future.
This cough.
Mucus levels are high today, huh?
Not today. I got Mucinex 12-hour.
Mucinex 12-hour works continuously to break up mucus and move it up and out. Rid the congestion, kill the cough.
My wife Gina was born to be a chef. Exploring new foods is her passion, but diabetes threatened to take that all away. Then Gina got Dexcom G7. Now she can see how food affects her sugar levels in real time. With Dexcom G7, she doesn't have to choose between the foods that she loves and her health. I can't wait to see what she creates next.
You know it's gonna be good.
Hey.
What will you do when the power goes out? Power outages can be unpredictable and inconvenient, but with a Generac home standby generator, your life goes on uninterrupted. You need it the most.
The number one thing to prepare for is extended power outages. Don't make it so hard on yourself. Have a Generac home standby generator.
And special financing and low monthly payment options are available. Call or go online now to request your free quote. Power your life with Generac.
$600 a year. If you're 50 plus, you could save up to that much by switching 2 unlimited lines from... And we've got the same reliable coverage. So why don't you pick up your phone while I take this hammer and... I can't feel my feet. If you're over 50, get 2 unlimited lines for $30 each. And right now, get your second month free. Call Consumer Cellular.
Welcome to Pioneer World.
Can you believe we got this gummy rattlesnake for $27?
Yeah, I guess I was hoping for history with a little more depth. I read it was so dangerous, every Pony Express rider was given a Bible when they signed up.
Like how religion shaped America.
But still fun.
You know what?
Oh.
Let's go somewhere that actually tells the story.
Now this is more like it.
Step inside. Join the conversation. Museum of the Bible.
This is the sound of the season's favorite gift. For a limited time, Omaha Steaks is offering the favorite gift package that includes our famous bacon-wrapped filet mignon, our delicious air-chilled chicken breast, burgers, franks, sides, and desserts, all for just $89.99. That's 65% off. Order now to include 4 more burgers free. This exclusive TV offer is our best of the season and won't last. Order today at omahasteaks.com/TV.
Nice!
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. How we deliver has changed, but our purpose hasn't, especially during the holidays. It's the peace of mind knowing your love arrives, the reliability and the affordability that ensures no one's left out of the holiday magic. For centuries, that promise has been kept, bringing peace of mind holiday after holiday. The United States Postal Service, delivering since 1775.
Doug.
There it is, Limu, the 50-yard line. Soon we'll be telling the whole state
Hey.
how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance. To save people hundreds! Whoa. Looks like we're walking.
Hey.
Get him at halftime. Only pay
Hey.
what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Come on and send that feeling.
Hey.
Oh.